Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here. Next Level Paint, hitting you up on the literal best of all days, coming to you live from that Beats Lab in an undisclosed location, Central Florida. We're doing it again. Durgle Matthew, what's up, brother?
Let's do it!
Oh, what was that? Did I actually beat my timer? I wasn't paying attention. I had to run downstairs to get a beat stick. Caddick Painting tuning in. What's up? Coil Daddy. What's up, guys? Fucking long ass week. El Road Dog, Kilty O'Neill.
Smash your face into a car windshield and then take your mother Dorothy Mantooth out for a nice seafood dinner and never call her again. Dorothy Mantooth is a stay.
So that's a paid membership on YouTube, Recoil. I get some love in chat from my man Coil Daddy. Also Brian Porkchop with the resub. My man Matt Cool, what's up, brother? Hollis UK. What's up, brother? Elrow Dog. Building Emperor's Children Terminators on his greatest of all days. Hell yeah, Caddick Painting. What are you into today? Matt Cool. Recoil, yeah, you just updated it. I looked in there the other day and I was like, what is this tab? I forgot what this was. Nope, wrong way. I've been moving that thing around and now my stuff is a little off. There we go. Was like, yo, who are these like two people in here, Recoil? Now I know it's you. Try to open this cheese that says peel here. Bro, it's the whole thing. It's impossible. Like straight up. Yo, these tunes are too. This is too chill. What did I set? Is this the ambient or is this the down tempo? Let's see. The ambient's too chill. Matt Cool, chilling with a beer. After a long week. All right, let's ask. A lot happened this week. Spec, you in chat? So, I got the live thing working. Can people comment on articles? Is that active? Checking right now. I'm gonna answer my own question. So there's the little section down there. I see it. Let's see if can Recoil try it. Recoil can try it. So apparently, Spec worked for like 8 hours on this. Because apparently, having a article section and a comment section that's like that works and isn't a ton of money for hard work. Yeah, boy. So I'm pretty excited about the website. Specs, did you hear me? Is it okay if Recoil tries to like sign up and leave a comment? And don't forget, exclamation point shout is the command for leaving notes on the page. It's open for business. Oh, shit. Let's go. You heard it. So, guys, on the website, there is an article now in the content section. And you can leave comments and sign in to the website. Like a big boy website. And again, we're the only people who has a bot interaction that lets you leave notes on our page, exclamation point shout. On all the videos too? Shit, you can leave comments on videos? How about the pictures? So yeah, guys, give me a little test run. The end says, holy shit, it's Jack Black. You're like the 8th person to say that. Which I totally respect that. He's tied for top 2 most talented men in Hollywood to me. And he's my favorite guy. not photos, because it's not an individual photo page. Let's see. That makes sense. I didn't think so. Dead Nerve says the website looks sick. The end says, I'm lame. Not being original enough. My bad. Nah, that's cool. It's more like I'm not being original. And you're just calling it like you see it. So, let's see if we can pull it up. So the end, if you haven't been here for a minute, and the end coming over from YouTube, the big exciting news over the last week has been we launched a new website and same URL, nextlevelpainting.net. So we've been on Blogger since 2010. And thanks to Spec, the Fabricator General, and the Botmaster, we now have actual fucking website. And this shit is top tier. Impressive by the industry standards. And he wants you guys to test stuff out. So, Recoil's Mom in chat. What's up, Recoil's Mom? So, first things first, you have to be on Twitch. The shout command is !shout space write a note. And what that looks like is you'll see down here, bottom of the screen, there's like a classic like chat icon there. See that? And that reveals people leaving notes. You leave notes from Twitch. And it even says join our Twitch streams and add your message to the wall. Right here. ! Shout. That's a really fucking cool touch. Yeah, in the end, yeah, we got there. We did it. Now the new thing, besides like all this dope shit, like obviously we have videos, and we actually are trying to make it so like all of our most popular YouTube videos in one place, right? And this is an evolving project here. We've also got galleries where this is also an evolving project, but you can see already we're taking, like, I had an old Picasso gallery. I told Spect about this. 2010. Then it merged to Google Photos. So, like, every picture I've ever taken of every army from the commission days on is in my Google folders. So it's just a matter of going through, drilling down links, sending them over here, and categorizing them. So you don't have to go on, like, Instagram and hunt for pictures. If you want to see some shit. Recoil. Review left. Oh, shit. You mean a comment? Let's go to that. So, we've got multiple categories. Like, one of the things I love is I was talking about this. Old commissions. It's not even a tenth. And my lady was looking at it and she was like, yo, you paint so much. And I was like, I don't paint that much. And she was like looking through this and I was like, scroll through that. She's like, oh my God, this is like full ass armies. I was like, yeah. And she just kept scrolling. Like, look at this. Like, there's 5 pages. You know what I'm saying? And that's nothing. Like, that's just like 5 pages is just what I felt was the minimum amount of pictures to kind of like establish credentials, you know? She was like, damn. I was like, yeah, I used to fall asleep every day, like 2, 3 in the morning, painting 12 hours a day. Dark Horse, ever think about going back to commission work? Man, if I have to make money, we'll do it. Because I can't work at regular jobs anymore. Like, it's too late. Like, I've been doing this for 14, almost 15 years. So, like, if I have to get paid, I will. But I'm not trying to because it's... Like, that work is like... Imagine, like, you know, you started at a job at this entry-level position and then you kept getting promoted over the course of 15 years to this position. It's literally like going back to this position. Like, spiritually and, like, emotionally. You know what I mean? It's not an easy pill to swallow. That's right. And so we need people to know we paint the armies the end. So like they understand that the whole idea here is like you need to go to take my classes or sign up a Patreon. Why? My shit's tight. But people see that my shit's tight, but you don't know how tight it is. You don't know, like off the street, that our technique was developed to paint full 2,000 point armies in 2 weeks. That's literally, that was our motto. Go pro in 2 weeks. We painted all of these commissions in 2 weeks. Each one of them, 2 weeks. So like you need that credential to understand, like that's what the 101 course is. It's that. It's quantity and quality. Repeatability, attainability, sustainability. Yeah, Spec. We painted a 2,000 point orc army in 1 day once. Yeah. So we've got all these galleries, which I'm really proud of. And they're evolving, like I said, as I go through the billions of pictures I've got. You know, we're showing stuff that's like older too. People, I don't even know if you guys have seen this shit. When was the last time you guys saw my Crimson Slaughter commission from 2015 or some shit? You know what I mean? Custom fucking Helldrakes. You know, this old shit right here. You know what I mean? This custom Olafine. Back, you know what I mean? Like, we got stuff on here that's like, I don't think it's ever had a debut. Now, the new hotness, and this is what Spec has been working on, and this is like, anybody in there who's a developer, scam likely, get the fuck out of here. Anybody in there who's a developer, oh, I should be going live on Instagram too. Damn it, let me pull up the gram. Do like a 5-minute Instagram. Uh-oh, am I getting swatted again? What time is it? SWAT time? I just went up on Graham too. Spec, just noticed the timestamp in the article is ugly. Yeah. SWAT o'clock, high noon. That's right, baby. Yo, we're live right now on Twitch and YouTube and a little bit on the gram. We're just talking about the new website. I'm trying to get people over to nextlevelpainting.net. So guys, the article section, like you guys gonna understand that like a lot of people who do this, like they're using like a WordPress, they're using this, they're using that, they have a developer. So all my developer friends out there know that like my man Spec is just putting this thing, is building this for me, like straight up. And having the article section work is huge. And so now we have an articles section, and I just put up something simple that was like recycled from my old blogger days. It all works. And what's dope about this too is now we have an actual, there we go. There's my man Recoil. So we actually, you log in and leave comments. So like, we're like big boys now. Shout out to my Instagram homies, Snot Grut, Big Mech, Paint, Hereticus. What's up, man? We're just doing our little pre. check out the link in the description box. If you're on the gram, we got the new website active, and you can actually come over to the Twitch via there, watch it live from there. Easy Gaming, thank you, man. So that's the big deal. We're trying to direct people to this. Get your, sign up, leave comments. Over on Twitch, like we said, ! Shout, and you can actually leave comments on the page. And yes, Repray, I did. 3 days ago, Repray, you left a comment. Arrow Dog, Repray, you left 2 comments. So that's our guest book right there. So thank you guys. So a lot of movement. A lot of movement in the last week. Glaze Medium, what's up, man? Dom, what's up, brother? So we're about to kick off. We're going to finish up the avatar today. We just got to get his base done. We got to get him affixed to the base. Templar in chat's right, man. We're also giving away dice. Big dice month. Every painting stream in March. Giving away a set of the new dice. It's a dual color set, green and purple. You just got to be on Twitch. You got to be in the final 4. And I'm probably going to do a month ender as well. So you have another chance. Templar coming in. Like I said, the big news is the website. Bizzle Dizzle. NextLevelPainting.net. We've been going crazy on that, but Avatar today, finish him, get him on his base. And as a reminder to everyone watching, Twitch's big announcement is that in April, they're no longer hosting more than 100 hours of video per person. And so the way my workflow has been for years is like 8 years is we finished the project. Then I create highlights of the project simply by cutting out like this right now, like this pregame shit and our whip session and stuff like that. I cut all that out. So you take, a 3-hour stream, turn it into like an hour 45, 2 hours. I take those, categorize them, put them in a collection, right? They said you can have 100 hours. I have 1,100 hours. They're like, we're going to delete everything but your most popular 100 hours. That's happening in April. So people are scrambling to figure out how to back up their fucking catalogs. Here's the thing. I already did. In real time. For 8 years, I've been uploading them to Vimeo. Now, my Vimeo account's getting almost full. Like, I have a 5 terabyte plan. So, I'm a little worried about what's going to happen when I need to go further than that, because you have to, like, contact them and work out a deal. But everything is already on Vimeo that we've done for 8 years. So, therefore, it's already on Patreon. I don't link back to Twitch. I link back to my Vimeo I pay for. So we're good. The only issue is if you're used to watching highlights here on Twitch, I'm sorry, that's gone. You're going to have to go to Patreon to see our body of work for the last 8 years. Shout out Bartosh, Tabley, Warp Gate, what's up, man? My man Dead Nerve says big brains, man. Trying. Well, the reason I do that, Dead Nerve, is because like it's clear in Twitch in Patreon TOS that you can't use certain for hosting videos. Like, they had it very clear that like hosting it on YouTube wouldn't have been allowed. I think they've changed their policy on that, so I think you can host things on YouTube now. But I just read that TOS and took it seriously 9 years ago. JT, what's up, man? Sormon says, your stuff on Vimeo is awesome. I've watched a ton of it. Thanks, man. Spec, you fixed the date. Thank you. So we're good, but that's the big news. So our body of work has been preserved. It's all available on Patreon. Exclamation point at Next Level Painting, or exclamation point website. Anybody who's watching on the gram, check the bio. We got a new website launch, nextlevelpainting.net. We're looking for people to check it out. Let us know what they think. Voldemort sucks says, hi, your beard. Why? I miss your old style. I respect that, dude. I respect that. Command added. Next level painting. Yeah, we've never made that a command. That's weird. Command www. Dub. The triple dub. All right. So big painting day, project completion day. Shout out to my gram viewers. Appreciate you guys. But I'm gonna leave you here. You gotta come over to Twitch to partake in the rest of this action. All right. You guys know the promos. Exclamation point dice. That's the big promo. Final four giveaway. And of course, as always, exclamation point class. Get signed up today. Ugh. Lock into the obesity cradle. There we go. So here's where we're at. These lights are bright as shit. Avatar is good. We got him. He's varnished. We're happy with him. Voldemort says, I'm finishing painting something as a topless female character. Yeah, you have to censor it. Not to post it in Discord, but I can't show it on screen. Weavy, what's up, man? He says, oh, wow, those colors are stunning. Thanks, brother. We have full tutorial right now on Patreon. Exclamation point access. So where we're at is the base. And we began by just quickly airbrushing some gray, dry brush, and we just kind of brute forced this strip. There's some white, transparent white in there and some blue over top. So we're just trying to get the elements done. And the other element is this trail of fire right here. And so the way we did that is white, then is yellow. And then what we've been doing is airbrushing on the fluorescent orange and red. But I'll do it by hand on this piece, just to show you guys both variants. That makes sense. It's the weekend it didn't rampage. Hell yeah. Voldemort says, what is contrast paint and how does it work? Contrast paint, it's like a high pigment paint product that is designed to be applied over like bright values and receive all of their highlight and like shadow information from the like a pre-highlight. So it's essentially a tint or a filter applied over like traditionally a grayscale. So like you paint your Space Marine in black and white, you know, and put contrast blue over it, and it's supposed to look okay. Like using an ink for the same reason. It's the filter. Essentially, it's it's just, so Voldemort sucks. Like all paint's transparent, right? Paint's not opaque, and you can make any paint have lower opacity by adding water. So like it's not doing anything paint doesn't already do, except for one thing I'll admit. Speed paints and contrast paints, they are chemically formulated to have a higher saturation point. So where if I took like this blue and I lowered the opacity and then applied it over grayscale, it'd be pretty low, it'd be pretty desaturated. Whereas the contrast blue will be less desaturated. It's the slap chop method, which is popular on the internet, uses speed paints or inks, or yes, you could use transparent paints, but it's not necessarily a technique that I advocate for, because if you can airbrush good, you're wasting time trying to do this extra step, and also it's gonna look worse. Like a contrast blue will never have the same power that like a dark blue, sky blue workup will have. So what we want is we're gonna do this by hand real quick. We did all the other fires by airbrushing them. So fluorescent orange. Now fluorescent paints are notoriously terrible and hard to apply. Okay. Also, we've got this like transparent yellow that I've essentially shampoo bottled so many times. It's super thin in here because I'm pretty much I haven't opened the new bottle yet. See how much is left. There you go. Izzy says a lot easier to end up with coffee staining with contrast. Yeah. So what I don't understand is like a lot of people, they'll use their airbrush to do like their grayscale workup, their value paint, and then either apply the transparent paint or the contrast paint by hand or with the airbrush again. I'm like, well, why didn't you just do the workup in the color to begin with? And then I realized one day it's because they suck at airbrushing. So because they can't make it look good. So that's why they go that route. If you're already pulling your airbrush out to do a highlight, just do it in the color. But now I get it, right? Because they get bad results. So they're just doing like a janky top-down highlight, and then they're hitting it with contrast paint. And so there will be like some highlights on the tops of things. But if you take my airbrush classes, you just get good at airbrushing. It's a wasted step. STD Factory. I have a coupe and I always keep around for parts. For the parts of a model that you want to phone it in on squads, i.e. belts, boots. Often only see a contrast over the initial zenithal. A couple. Oh, you mean you keep them around just to like slather on some nonsense detail? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's just a pigment. It can be used. But like in the way they market it, um, like if you paint a model black and then you meticulously dry brush it in grayscale and then bring some white highlights in and do like an oil black wash, then you coat it with, you know, some varieties of these speed paints, it'll look okay. Like, I'm not saying it's not. It'll look decent. Value painting is a real technique. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this Raw Dog fluorescent orange and we're going to heart pull on the tips. And we're going to, and remember the fluorescent paint just has bad stick. It's not great. So what we're doing is just laying it down Raw Dog off the palette. And we want to get it mostly about halfway. Like that. I'm gonna grab some of the yellow, kind of blur, and then I'm gonna just kind of stipple along that seam and just like blur the tide line that we created with the concoction where we mix the two together. Two seconds. We'll rinse the brush. Let's grab some Raw Dog again. Set up for a heart pull. And remember, where the fire comes from is where it's the yellowest and the whitest. And further from the source, the oranger and redder. Rinse it. Grab some of that yellow. Stipple that seam. Right on that tide line. So now the important part is let that all of what you just did dry. Massage this right here. You can't keep going. Like what I've said before is like, if this concoction of paint is like 80% opaque on a good day, and I lay it down and it's like 50% opaque, and if you try to lay more on top of it right now, it's wet on wet. That's still 50%. It's not going to actually increase opacity. This has to be dry. Most Magic, what's up, player? So we gotta let that dry. While that's drying, let's move back to this. I'm gonna grab transparent white. Boogeyman, what's up, brother? What we want is we want to Raw Dog the white. Maybe a touch of the noosh. We don't want any water in the mix, though. And we want to just carefully insert this into the rune work with some careful stippling. And the noosh gives us a little bit of extra work time and the ability to kind of reactivate and clean it if we mess up. You're just trying to push up those little scripts with a little touch of the old transparent white. Here. Add. Oh yeah. We're just kind of killing time. While we're waiting for the orange to dry. Go. Okay. Let's run back over to the fire. Rotate back, heart pull. And now we're going to add more orange. Maybe we're going to go half of the orange zone. Just kind of focusing on the tips more than anything. Adding a stack of opacity. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we'll switch down to the small brush. Which one's faster, with airbrush or brush? Voldemort, what do you mean, which one? The airbrush is almost always faster. We're going to take some noosh, apply it to the orange here. And we're going to just drag into the recesses using the heart pull. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. Try to get that separation to appear. Go. that striation. There we go. That chill for a second. And we're going to move up one step. Oh, let me check my phone. So, one second. So yeah, we're going to go one step further on this. We're going to bring the red in. And we're going to keep it fire. Transparent red. Some noosh. Some red. Tips. That dry. So the further from the point of origin, which is the base of the fire, heat goes up, fire goes up. That's right, dead nerve. Now while that's drying, let's go for some bold titanium white. And you want to fight your instinct, because a lot of times the instinct is to go from dark to light. And in this circumstance, right, like the red is dark, the yellow is white, is the bright, right? So a lot of people, they'd set their fire kind of dark and try to highlight into the bright. That's how we mostly do things, but not for fire. It will never be saturated enough. You got to start white, let the white dry, put the yellow, start at your brightest position, and then work backwards. That's how the effect works. Shout out to Competitive Wargaming. What's up, man? Picking it on YouTube. So what we're going to do, Competitive Wargaming, is we're going to grab straight up bold titanium white. And we're going to go and just stipple in at the core. And do some heart pulls. And this is the hottest part of the fire. Mostly just raw dogging this paint. There's a little skull in there too. See, we're just bringing these little tendrils up. Now you're getting that illusion, right? That feeling. You always have to do this part with a paintbrush. Just run those heart pulls. Do a second stack right here. I'll put a little bit more white on the skull too. Okay, rinse it down. Get the white off the brush. Let's take a little transparent yellow. And we're just gonna raw dog this. Kind of where the white meets the orange. Kind of just blur that connection. We're using that to conceal any like tangerining from the white getting too close to the orange. This will kind of fix that. Desaturation of the orange. Take a little of this onto the skull. Guys, you can use the shout command to leave notes on our website. It's a reminder. Let's go back to the transparent red. Little noosh. Just get these tips. Just touch the tip. Invert, just using the heart pull right now. Okay, so now we have to kind of figure out how the base actually works. So we've got a pin holding them in. I just took it out. He's attached to the base with a little bit more strength than I thought. So I'm going to use the X-Acto blade and just kind of use like a levering motion here. Maybe see if I can just kind of slice through a little bit of that super glue. I pinned him to this because a lot of times that's easier. I don't like tacking them like raw dog to like, you know, feet to attack, because I need to get my airbrush all up on those feet. Soromon says, are you using the noosh as a slow drying medium? I use it. I mean, you can use water for that. It doesn't really matter. I use it because it has like a reactivation quality, and also you can lower the opacity of something without really without making it wet, so I can still control it. Just trying to be gentle here. Close. It's just, don't, like I said, I don't want to apply too much force here. Just being careful. Chipping away at it. Guess I went kind of hard on the glue there. Got it. Let's take the avatar, cradle him in this paper towel, and just move him out of the splash zone. Get the fire. Assuming the fire goes in that little corner like that. And there's a big, it's got to be right there. Oh, this foot doesn't even go on the, it's funny. Yeah, okay. His foot can go in exactly the same place. All right. I understand how it works. So let me just kind of cheat the position I want. Like that. Okay, I want it off. I want it peaked this direction, cheated this direction. So I'm putting some glue on this little rim. Inside that ledge right here. Hey, let's take a little drying accelerator, some Instaset. Just kind of dribble some under. Get it set. And we're gonna have to touch this rock up right here. Crash that up. Thanks, man. I really enjoy the direction that we took the avatar here together on Twitch. So let's grab our stone colors. I think we used faded ultramarine. kind of our core gray. And so I'm pretty sure some of that, some white, is most of the gray on this, but we started darker than that. What, did I just use black primer? I feel like I did on this one. Yep. Let's take a little black primer so we know it's the same. A little more black, a little touch of blue. And what we're trying to do is just kind of clean up the bad dry brushing here. Just some stipples. Maybe a little bit more of the blue. Just kind of tighten that up because it's like coming out of that crack. That was that seam. Crashing out. There's a tiki bar in Milwaukee that's not even 10 minutes from Adepticon. You might love it. Oh shit. I'm down. So let's take the smaller brush. Let's get some highlight. Just using some heart pull. And then I'm 99% sure we used some olive flesh to kind of put a warm highlight down. When we were dry brushing it. Cool shadows, warm highlights. Here. Running a quick little tracer. Tighten that ledge up. And now what we want is we want to get the avatar on it so then we can put basing material over it. Just make sure. I'm gonna grab a little alcohol, pour some out of my paper towel, my lap. I'm gonna use this to just kind of clean anything off my hands. Okay, I see what's going on here. So this little hole right here, glue in there. Same foot that already had glue on it. Just gonna clean that foot up a little bit. That foot's gonna get glue. Now what we want to do is get this in there. We want to put a pressure down so that's firm, and then kind of lean this foot into position. We're going to use some accelerator. Let it get up under that. While that's drying, the paper towel that I put alcohol in, I'm going to use that real quick to just rub the base, get any of this primer. See? Just cleaning that out of rim up, and you can see we're taking gray primer off of it. Mio man, what's up, brother? I get some love in the chat from my man Mio man. 66 months. Thank you, brother. That. Now we have to get some texture paint on this motherfucker. Let's see if I can open up my container. This thing has been notoriously getting glued shut on me. I've had this. This is like wave 1. This is still the neutral gray, and I've glued. Oh yes, thank God. It's getting quite firm inside there. Is the problem. As you can see. Getting quite firm. Let me take a little alcohol. I'll break that up a little bit. We're going to take a little burnt brown, burnt orange. Mix it in with the neutral gray. Gonna create a desaturated brown. So I'm refusing to give up on this texture paint because I've had it since the first launch. What we want here grab a different brush. We want to take little scoops of this. And start kind of stippling it into a pattern that looks natural. And I want to bring it up to that ledge. That's right, Crashing Added. Stubborn can be a virtue. Laying the bristles flat, just kind of stippling, getting the texture to kind of pop. Here. Just take it out of our hands. That was a near miss. And I used alcohol because alcohol dries fast, evaporation quick, or just whatever it does. Just getting that paint, that texture paint to lay. With detail. It looks so close to cooling lava that it seems unfair. Your eyes see what they want, man. That's how it works. That's how effects work. Now we could have easily done you know how we did Kragnos' base? Because remember that? We could have easily done something like that here. we wanted. But I feel like for Kragnos, of course, we've got lots of examples of lava monsters. But Kragnos, that worked for him, right? Like, to me, doing like a lava glow base for the guy who is already a lava monster, like, I think you get into like hat on a hat territory. I'm gonna pop the exposure, turn the lights down. Is that better or worse? That might be worse. Let me change. Just was messing with the exposure to see it easier. When you're working this with this much saturation, it gets kind of crazy. Greenleaf Terrain Studios, man. Bro. Can you believe I'm still painting? Bro, I'm like 70. Look at me. No, I think I put too much blue in that one. I'm just trying to find the white balance. We're good. Greenleaf says, what's it like to work with all your swagger? It's all gone, dude. Greenleaf, I just launched a new website. You want to take a look at it? Exclamation point website. Is that the link? You can leave a note on the website. Exclamation point shout. There's a guest book. You can leave the note. Twitch though. We're just getting that bit of texture paint that spilled over the lip removed. Finally got him on his base. It's varnished. And now we're just letting the texture dry so we can finish him out. And you see why I didn't overly detail the runes that are in there? Because he's standing on them. Greenleaf Terrain Studios. He says, nah, you're awesome. Still rubs off. I see. Thanks, man. Recoil says, warning, warning, Greenleaf Terrain Studios alert. You can sign my guest book if you want, Greenleaf Terrain Studios. Exclamation point shout. Leave your comment. Check out the website. Sloan Two-Face. So what we have here is I mean, look at this in the dark. Mess with the light. Just try to diffuse some of this light. A lot of people have painted a lava style avatar, but no one has had the balls to make it that much lava. They always make it a little inside the recesses. Nobody used the alternate head, let alone painted the hair like lava. Shout out to Recoil. And no one uses the axe. I don't think anyone's done this. I think we've done it again. First. World first. Nobody uses these parts on the avatar. Crashing Adam. Well, I feel like the Tau model we just did was pretty fucking good. Who is that? What's Tau guy did we just do? I already forgot his name because Tau. He came out really good. He was a really sick model, but I don't think he's even in the top 10. And there was almost nothing unique about it. We played with the colors a little bit, so we got like more of a Ferrari red in there. Commander Farsight, thank you. Yeah, so our Commander Farsight's top tier, with a little bit unique of a take on the red, and the alternate. We use more white than they did for their thrusters and stuff, but I feel like that's just like a perfectly well executed model. I don't think there was anything particularly innovative about it. But I feel like this is a pretty innovative take on Avatar. Crash Adam says, how about the assassin you painted for Storm Shadow? As Storm Shadow? Yeah, that was pretty cool. I have to go find that picture. It's somewhere. God, there's so many pictures I gotta go hunt down and throw up on the fucking website. So, texture paint is drying. Stormon, yeah, I was really proud of that model too. I've got a picture of it floating around. Okay. Exclamation point whip. Let's do Discord. Let's do a whip session. Anybody feel free to take a look at the website. You can actually log in, leave comments now on videos and on the one article we have, and you can leave notes. Exclamation point class if you're trying to get signed up. Exclamation point dice. Every painting stream in March. Top 4 win the dice. Give me 1 second. I'm going to hit the B room and I'll be right back. Exclamation point whip. It's no gonorrhea Gary. Wyatt says. That guy's a legend. BRB. Back. Orc meat with the resub. What's up, brother? Exclamation point dice. Let me open up the whips. Wyatt, I'm getting close to the end of Dungeon Crawler Carl. May get us into whips. Exclamation point whip. Today's the 7th. Recoil. Crashing Adam, you saw the other day that you're a fellow lover of Grim Dawn. I have like 2K hours in that game. You're a fellow Grim Dawn enjoyer. I'm on my first playthrough still. I haven't finished all the content yet. I'm on the 3 gods, whatever the newest one is. Like where you go to the new map. I did Ashes, so I'm working on that. I just, it's like Egyptian. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The Gods of Eternity or some shit. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it.
Happy Friday, hobos.
That's right. That's my man Recoil dropping a 25 spot, getting into the Final Four. Let me get some strong man love and chat for Coil Daddy. Proud Trevon with the 103 months. Resub like a beast. Thank you to both these legends. And speaking of Coil Daddy, here he is working on Typhus, which I love. Yeah, Crashing Adam. So yeah, I'm working on that right now. So I did the base game in Veteran, then I did the Ashes in Veteran, and then I'm just like, the game's too easy now. And then I went and did the Crucible on stream on Monday and completely beat it. Like from 0 to 170. I was like, okay, I may need to change. So then I switched to ultimate difficulty and went through, did the town 1 because they had to beat the whole game again. And then the emissary opened the portal. I was like, yeah, see you later, fucks. And I just went to the portal, and now I'm working on the new shit, you know? Wyatt says the inevitable ruin is a banger. It's super good so far. To be honest, I think the guy's a better writer than Shirley. I like how there is a cliffhanger for the next book, but each book is self-contained. Yeah, I mean, Shirley is just as good until he left the magic system. You remember? When Shirley made that decision that Jason no longer has like a quest system like astral power, you know, like whatever, you know, and then he just started writing a fantasy book, right? And so he's like these these writers are like really good if they have like a set of rules that we agree to contain them. Having like floor rules, like in Dungeon Crawler Carl, having quest systems. So like Shirtaloon got kind of really, in my opinion, showed that he was not as tight of a base fantasy writer. The second he got rid of that. Crashing says Ashes of Malmoth. Absolutely love that game. It's so fun. Yeah, I love it. I'm having a blast playing it right now because, like, you know me being a Diablo guy. I just never knew Grim Dawn existed. I was playing Diablo 3. You know what I mean? I didn't know about it, and it's so good. It just sucks that it's like so single player centric. But it has peer-to-peer multiplayer, but none of my friends play, so. And the problem with a lot of these games is they don't have end-game loops. So even if you did peer-to-peer, what are we really doing? Like Shattered Realm and Crucible?
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Go grab 2 fingers of Crown Royal. Let the road to Adepticon begin.
That's right, baby. Sloan Two-Face. Hit in the chat. Dropping a 20 spot. Let the road to Adepticon starts now. Recoil, you coming to Adepticon? I know the answer. I'm just teasing. Loving your gritty Death Guard paint scheme. Crashing says, Crucible is so fun and you get tons of good items. Oh yeah, that's all I got, bro. When we went 0 to 170, bro, I got like 4 purples right then. And now that I'm playing an ultimate, bro, every tribute that I hit drops purple. Every one of those totems, every totem drops purple. I got purples out the ass. White says the Carl books feel like they're better framework. Yes. Well, like, it's also like, what's that book? Or that old movie? Like, The Running Man? It's like The Running Man and Logan's Run. Kind of like. Or specifically The Running Man. It's kind of like it's got a gimmick, And it is a system apocalypse, which is a known genre in the lit RPG scene that we love. System apocalypse is dope. Crash and M says, have you been digging into the constellations? Yeah, so I had something really good for my commando, my soldier demolitionist, and dual wielding pistols, and it was sick. And the constellation slapped for it. But honestly, the game's starting to feel too easy, even on ultimate. Like, I'm just like blasting everything, dude. Like achievements, everything. Like, I'm just like, oh shit. So I only played for like 30 minutes today and started like respecking with some of the gear I've been saving, because I've played. One of the things I love about the game is that as you're finding gear, you can kind of like change your build in new ways and come up with new ideas. And I played a little bit of melee at first, did a different type of melee, then some bleed melee, did some like mobility melee, then some range, and then dual wields, then one pistol and a shield, which was like, that was too easy. The one pistol shield variant, it was too easy. Like, I was like, nothing can hurt me now, and I kill everything. So now I'm committed to respecing into melee commando. Cadence commando, as I just came up with that term right now. Crashing Adam, thank you for the bits, homie. Recoil says, thank you. If I pull off the idea I have for the base, it's going to look awesome. Bro, your base game has been out of control lately, Recoil. Kramus with the trolls. Let me get some love in chat for our boy Kramus. Also, exclamation point whip, guys. This Friday, whips. Get them in. See what you guys worked on all week. We're literally waiting for paint to dry right now. Crashing Adam says, I dare you to build around the bloody pox dot that leeches health. Bloody pox dot. Is that a constellation? I just started looking at I just took a potion to a constellation potion, a devotion potion, and I'm like hunting for like bleed stuff right now. Like I saw like kind of the direction I want to go. So is that a constellation? I love Healthsteel, like Life Leech. And I love mobility builds. Like I had my soldier feeling really good at first. Like I was using Blitz and Rush and all this stuff, and kind of let that behind as content started leaving me behind. But I've got a really good melee weapon that has really big. It's a two-handed melee weapon. Because also I don't like fucking with shields. They feel like cheating. I got a joint. I've been saving for this. It's a necromancer spell. Does that spell show up on any glyph or something that I can get? Because I'm a demolitionist. Yeah, soldier. I'm only like level 75 or something. I could just started being able to use some of these purples I was saving. I'm gonna get to 100 with them first. When you respec, you can change your character class too? I didn't know that. Do you have to do that with potion, or can the witch do it? Oh, I guess I just keep clicking the thing. Word. Oh, so I don't have to like grind up a new character. Oh, that's pretty tight. I didn't realize that. Well, when I'm done with my commando, then that's what I'll do. I love the synergies in the commando. Like when I knew I was gonna do a soldier because it's a warrior, but I looked at the commando synergies and I was like, I mean the demolition, and I saw a lot of like great persistent buffs for like staying alive. I was like, yeah. Kyrie says, what game you talking about? Grim Dawn. Started playing it this month, and I stream it on Mondays. If you know, it's an ARPG like Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, kind of in that vein. And pretty cool dual class system. Pretty easy to understand progression, decent, like pretty decent crafting system. You can spend billions of hours on this game. Like the old school Grim Dawn. Yeah, 2016 Grim Dawn. But it's got so much DLC, I didn't know. And a new DLC is coming out this year, apparently. Everything magnetized, Kyrie. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That reminds me. So I got another sponsored content queue for 2025. Can only take a few more. There's a submission form on the new website. I got a lion in queue now. Recoil. Spontent. That's right. Recoil. Kilty. Says, Kenny, are you going to have a cameo GTA 6 based in Miami, Florida? No, but I have a cameo in Bad Boys 3. I snuck in on the set, like, and forced my way to the extras block. Reappraise, yes. The Primarch. Look at all this. Good job with all the magnets. Could have been a dick line. You're right, Reappraise. Exclamation point whip, guys. We're looking for some whips. Base isn't quite dry yet. Wyatt, so far, I will say that like Dungeon Crawler Carl and Sugarloon, they're both good at comedy. I think that's one of the things that makes He Who Fights Monsters and Carl so good is that they're the only guys that when they put comedy in the book, it makes you laugh. Whereas the other people are just like forcing like some pop culture nonsense in. And we've got some good chuckles out of this run. Kyrie says, is there a way to link your Patreon subs to this chat? No, I can't. But I can link, you link to my Discord. And yeah, links to the Discord. I've got nothing for this, but my promo always stands! Exclamation point patrons. If you sign up for $10 or more a month to my Patreon page during any live stream, and then you DM me, and that time signature or like that sign up time matches, DM me like, yo, what's up? Free painting consultation. 30-minute painting consultation via Zoom. $10 or more a month during the show. And get in while the getting's good. As I mentioned, Twitch in April is deleting our video hosts library. You can only have 100 hours, and I have 1,100 hours. So luckily, everything's already on Vimeo and on Patreon. That's our boy. Hero Quest fans, what's up, guys? We're doing a whip session. If you guys want to get in on it, exclamation point whip, join our Discord server. But also, big announcement to anybody just tuning in is we did launch a new website, nextlevelpainting.net, exclamation point website. And this website has massive video, massive picture library. It has kind of our most popular YouTube videos on it. It's got premium content, which links through Patreon. We've got our gear list, if you guys haven't seen this too. Like our affiliate list. Cool new features include the ability to actually sign in and leave comments now. And our guest book, which all you have to do is type !shout and your note here in Twitch, and it will update the guest book on the website. Down here in the corner, you can see it. So people can leave like testimonials, funny messages, whatever they want. Crazy. What's up, brother? We're looking for some whips. We got for a few more minutes while Avatar dries. We just got his base done, Crazy. And we just got some texture paint on there. And so we're letting that dry so we can come back and get the finish. That's right, Hero Quest. So, nextlevelpainting.net is the new hotness. We're turning it into a kind of a funnel destination to where like all of our content exists in one like link, so we don't need like 50 links anymore. Hero Quest, yeah, that's a big deal. So if anybody here is relying on Twitch to see VODs, that's going away, bro. I have 1,100 hours VODs. They told me they're deleting all of but 100 hours. Yeah, Hero Quest. For 8 years, I've been uploading these videos to Vimeo. And that's how you see them on Patreon. Jump in on the whips, ! Whip. We want to get a few more in. ! Dice. Shout out to Slum Two Face, my man Recoil. Anybody in the Final Four in March wins dice. Go Boy says, I apologize for not paying attention earlier, but should we sub through the website or stay with Patreon? It's the same. The website's not a paywall. It's a pass-through. So the premium content available to you on the website is just taking you to Patreon. We debated it, but we decided that Patreon already works. Hero Quest, yeah, everything's backed up on Vimeo. We just present it like something's actually happening here, right? Like there's videos on YouTube, right? If you go to premium, right, and you want to watch the Lord of Change tutorial, right, it says subscribe. It's Patreon. Crazy, been working and trying to make momentum now that I'm a hobo in Hobo Land, aka Florida. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Loving it. request, the countdown begins. I can see what I can get painted in time for Gen Con, July 31st. Gonna get some Eldar. Recoil's mom, thank you. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're feeling okay. There it is. Getting that squad laid out. That's my man Crazy right there. Tabletop and Tabletop Plus Hero Quest. You're not going to go for the next level? Beautiful work, Crazy. Go, boy. Still just batch painting these ultras. Getting it done, baby. I'm excited. Go, boy. Adepticon 2025 is going to be lit. That's right, Hero Quest. Just got to get them to tabletop. Let's jump back into exclamation point class. If you're trying to get signed up, get OP. You know what's the deal? Exclamation point class. If you're trying to win these dice, you've got an hour and 5 minutes. Let's lock back into the obesity cradle. Recoils, Mom, you feeling good? That makes me happy to hear. Wait, Kilty O'Neill can't use the shout command? It's only for subscribers, moderator, and broadcasters? What's up with that? Uh-oh. Spec break something? Go, boy. You just... Oh, throw him up. Let me send a note to Spect. Sorry, Crazy. Go, boy, working on G-Man. There we go. Locking in all that trim. You know how that works. You gotta be a subscriber. Kilty, aren't you a subscriber? So apparently you have to be a subscriber. Kilty, you're not a sub? The filigree sucks. Yeah, dude. I remember doing that. Go, boy. Ah, well, we figured it out. You're a sub now. Ban him. That's right. Go, boy. Hold your breath, swinging from right to left. Heart pulls the stipples, baby. That's how you get that shit. Get your little 18-0. Well, it was a successful test. Suspect. Only Dial Tanish. Thank you for the follow. Hell yeah, go boy, let's go. So I gotta play you at Adepticon with your Ultramarines and Rottweilers, hobo ass. With his same exact shit. All right, let's see where we left off. Base topper, fire, texture paint. Still a little damp. Man, that sucks. We'll see what kind of shenanigans we can get into. Rico, did I just get scammed for a sub? Fucking guilty over here. Scamming you. Well, first off, I see a little bit of primer still on the rim here. So let me get a little bit of alcohol. A little bit right here, I see. Now I want to get maybe we can do a little bit of fun kind of pseudo OSL. Let's get a little fluorescent orange. Lower the opacity a little bit. Take some of that moisture off on the paper towel. Let's see if we can throw down a little bit of orange here on this topper. That dry. Take some of that moisture off. Stipple in a little bit more closer to the fire itself. Rinse it. Let's grab a smaller brush. Let's grab a little transparent yellow. And we're just going to kind of bring some of that yellow in. On some of these highlights. Kind of just on those hard edges. Rinse it. You want that to dry. Let's go back to the orange. Orange up some of those connections. Let's grab a little red. Stipple some in right against the base. Get a little white. A little yellow and white together. Let's get some of these peaks. Plague 7, thank you so much. Just throw out a gift to your boy Hero Quest fans. What's up, homie? Plague 7, have you seen our new website we just launched? We'll use some of this. White yellow mix. Rinse it. Get some love and chat for Plague 7. Let's take some more of that yellow Plague 7. Smooth out some of those white lines. A little bit white and yellow right here. Let's grab a little bit of the fluorescent orange, and we're gonna raw dog a little seam. And on the skull, let's go inside the eyes. Just use it like a pin wash. Kind of create a little bit of definition on the skull. Let's go back. Lower the opacity of this orange. Orange up some of that highlight game. With it. So we got to get a little bit of a dry brush going here. And I put it like an orangey brown in there. Ray Bees says, bro, you look a little bit like Jack Black. That's awesome, man. Thanks. So the question is, my instinct is to dry brush the dirt in the warm spectrum. Cool, you know, but because it is a little warm. Is that the right choice, though? I could justify either for our color palette. Or should we perhaps dry brush it a little cooler of a color? Complicated paint. Are you gonna give it a glow from the fire? No. Is the texture too flat without a highlight? Oh yeah, we have to dry brush the dirt. Hey, there's a reason why. Send me a photo of the photo in the green frame. He needs me to send her a picture. That's why you're feeling cooler. So am I. Complicated gaming. Unpainted elements on painted model. Don't do it. Dirt without paint. Don't do it. If you're gonna wrap chains around it, you gotta paint the chains. Doesn't matter. You can't have unpainted elements. Higher Caliber says the freehand and loincloth is fantastic. Do you have any suggestions how to improve my freehand? Yeah. Heart pull, 18-0 synthetic, high opacity, low moisture, and respect. These are all core concepts I teach. That's what I did on that. All right, let me go take this picture real quick. I'll be right back. 1 second. Got it done. Got my task. And a cat followed me in here. Come here. Come here. Let me see if I can grab this fucker. Come here. You're gigantic. Come here. Sorry, buddy. He's a little escape artist. He's not down. You do. Come on. Come on. You want up here. I know you do. He's the chillest cat ever. Come on. Stop just scratching your face on my shit. Just marking up my whole room. What did I just do? My music player died. Dry brush for contrast. Gods. That's right, Sloan Two-Face. Yeah, higher caliber. It's the technique for... I got his ass. I got his fucking ass. Look at this fucker. This is the most freaked out he's ever been when I pick him up. I think he knows that I'm paraded. I don't think he understands what's happening, but he knows he doesn't like it. He never gets freaked out. Someone screenshot that for me. Someone clip that. You good boy? You good boy?
Welcome to the undefined.
There you go, buddy. He's always gentle. Never bites, never scratches. But he kind of latched onto me right there. That's the first time he's ever done that. So he was definitely like, I don't like this. What the fuck are you doing up there? Ray B says, your profile pic on your Insta is a 6 out of 10. Your look now is a 9 out of 10. What is my Insta? Oh, that's my old. Yeah, that's when I first got verified. You have to use those faces for verification. Kyrie, thank you, brother. But yeah, higher caliber. It's a strategy I teach. It's in my third lesson, the heart pull strategy. It's also the technique. It's the brushstroke of precision and freehand. You clip me? Kelty, let me grab this. We'll grab this clip.
Welcome to the undefined.
I'm taking this. I'm gonna send this to my lady. Thanks for clipping that. Plague 7 just gifted a sub to your boy Kai Ray. What's up, Kai Ray? Also, you can use exclamation point shout now that you're a sub, and you can leave a note on our guest book. Let me send that to my lady real quick. Let me tell her to check her fucking messages. Ray B's where I get the dice. These are chess dice. Oh, that's a great picture. Did I not send it? Hold on. High Caliber says that's on Patreon. The heart pull, I cover the heart pull in maybe like my Plague Marine video, which is the cover video on my YouTube. I probably cover it there, but it's in my course. Yeah, so that's on Patreon. You have to take my classes. It's in the 101 course. All right. But I definitely talk about the heart pull constantly. High Caliber. So cool, I think, is where we want to go on this dirt. So right now it's a warm, desaturated warm color. So let's take a little of the faded ultramarine. And a little bold titanium white. I'll just put it on this paper towel so the paper towel steals moisture. A dry brush guy. Just gotta get the brush set. And what we want is just to lightly touch the base. I heard that cat. What are you doing? Smitty, what's up, brother? All right, let's grab a smaller brush. What are you doing over there? Playing with your rabbit's foot? He has a rabbit's foot. So what we want is some more white. Crazy says, dude, you really can just make a color brighter and it will just bright as being brighter dirt. Yeah, man. People make this shit so complicated. My whole thing is like, it's not that complicated. Bright stuff bright, dark stuff dark. So we're gonna take some white. Let me just get some of the excess off. Light brush pressure. So we still want like that brown in there. Just kind of highlight a little bit of the exterior. Mateo, what's up, man? We got 30 minutes left in the final four! Exclamation point dice. Hold on, I just gotta set a little video clip. Take a look. Someone's birthday at a Mexican restaurant. Okay, so Avatar, he's a perfect candidate for some edgelordy ass fucking leaves. A little bit of super glue. So I'm gonna place a couple manually. For maximum aesthetic. Like I want some like perfect, like a little perfect trail of leaves like right there. See that? Where did I get these leaves from? This scenic mix? Man, I don't even know where I get these. AK now? Fuck, dude, so many different companies over the years that have gone out of business. A little super glue. Like I said, I'm just aesthetically controlling this leaf action right here. See? And you can use like PVA glue, just kind of dump it on if you want to. but I want this like perfect flattened out little leaf stamp, right? Like I want the leaf to be fully in the correct shape and flattened out. So if you, if you put the PVA glue on and then just like sprinkle the leaves on, I find that the result is a little, I mean, you know, it's all right. It's just, I'm trying to control on something like this. I want like a lot right here drifting into a little on the rock. You know what I'm saying? I want like a pile of leaves to start forming on the exterior. So now I'm going to start overlapping right here. That cat wants to go out. Let me let this little fucker out. On. Where is he? Come on. Let's go. Come on. He just instantly started pushing his toy under the door, back into the room. Like I'm watching him do it. I'm gonna film it. Is he still trying to do it? What the fuck is... I think he gave up on it. This fucking cat. Mateo, thanks, brother. Darth Rosie, you want to come to the SmackDown Hotel? There's our foliage right there, just chilling. I put my hand down in the super glue I laid out. Fucking awesome. You fucking doing it? You do it? Yep, he put it in here. He kicked it in here. This fucking cat. It's okay now. So now I'm going to use a couple drops of glue. Pile these leaves up. And just toss them into the glue. We're going to put a couple more drops on top here. Like I said, I want more of a pile there. With a drift. Now, and when I do that, I call that like a comet trail. Like when we go like, you know, we go heavy on volume on one side and then like let it trail into nothing. So like comet trailing into the base. So maybe let's see if I have like plastic grass.
Excellent!
Oh, you know what? One alien grass. Clint, thank you for the sub, brother. Let's go with this little guy right here. Got it. Exclamation point dice, 20 minutes left. We've got our gamer's grass. Little. I'm doing it the wrong way. Our gamer's grass cutouts. Little vinyls. Just try to bend them into shape. Again, right here. So that's step one. And now we're going to take the little guy. Bend them shut. I'm going to take a little accelerator. Second. Like the base. Take it right here.
Oblady Oblada. Might as well get me some of these dice as well. Also I went 2-6-2 in my Blood Bowl league with a terrible team. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne.
Yo, my man, Idiot and Rampage, thank you so much for your support, brother. Working on those dice. Getting in the final 4. Congrats on your Blood Bowl league. You finished it out. Actually won some games with a terrible team. Oh yeah, dude. What team? Said Blood for the Blood God. It's Corn. Playing like humans. There we go. We did it. Another one in the bank. Off to the next project. Ball. The corn team, it's aggressively mediocre. And no acorn, but I had blood spawn the entire time. So, aggressively mediocre. Avatar done, our first Avatar on stream in 8 years. And then now we're gonna have a Morgan Vol next. First on stream ever. We did like that fake fantasy Avatar back in the day. Nothing like this though. He doesn't score well, but it beats people. Get it, Rampage. Penta, you just showed up. No worries, bro. 13 minutes left to get in the final 4. You can get a final 4 for $1. Get some dice. And we varnished them. We used Army Painter airbrush satin. So he's looking good now. We've got a Titanicus Knight, a Great Unclean One, and a Morgan Vol, and a Lionel Johnson.
And his name is Johnson.
Thank you.
Beard care ain't cheap.
EX75, that's right, man. Bro, one of the things that held me back for years from having a proper beard and mustache is the fucking costs. So, on paper, I have 2 more commission spots open for 2025. It could be more based on factors, but To be safe, it's 2. So you can contact me on my page or email me or DM me if you're interested. But this is how we do commissions now. Like cool, interesting models. You can commission me to do more than one, but it's not that many more than one. You know what I mean? It's got to be dope shit too. Like you can't, it's not gonna like it has to be things I haven't done or things that are interesting to me. All these years never painted an Avatar. All these years never painted a Farsight. All these years never painted a Morgan Vol. This guy slaps. I fucking love this. Definitely never painted any Titanicus models. I haven't painted a modern unclean one. I haven't painted an unclean one since it was old pewter. Or like I painted a Cromlech one way back in the day. Fuck yeah. Yeah, recoil him down. I'm stoked on the Vol, actually. I like painting sisters models. I think they're pretty cool. They got a lot of nonsense on them. 9 minutes, 21 seconds. We have currently a final 4. All the doodads. That's right, Pento. Recoil. What was the last sister I did? Was it the Paragon Warsuit? So 9 minutes left if you want to try to battle in the final 4. There's as little as $20. It was the battle suit. It was the alternate battle suit. I think I put it in here in Marine Hardware. Imperial Hardware.
We got the whole place on lockdown. Go against Venus. Go against Venus. Go against Venus.
Yeah. This was pretty cool. That was a fun workup because she was big enough that we were able to go to the black and actually burn it out with highlights aggressively. So like those shines are actually highlights, right? Like which is normally not recommended. It only works if you can airbrush that accurately, because you need the model to be black. You need to burn the tips out without getting grainy or speckly through respect, which I teach all my students. Flawlessness is 2 things: respect and opacity. Darth Rosie knows. Also, I see that exclamation point shout's working. We got more guest book notifications down here on the site. Kilty left a really nice one. Got him back in the game after 20 years. Hell yeah, bro. So exclamation point shout. You can leave guest book notes on our page. Yeah, you need that real estate recoil if you want to burn out the black like that. All right, exclamation point patrons. Again, it's a reminder. Anybody who's just hearing, if you sign up for $10 or more a month on my Patreon page during this show, 6 minutes, you get a free painting consultation, 30-minute painting consultation on Zoom. You have roughly 6 minutes to try to win some dice, and we're giving dice away in March, but I'm gonna be missing streams in March, right? I think I'm gonna miss a stream during spring break, and I'm gonna miss a stream for Adepticon. So there's not as many opportunities to win as you think. Final promotion. Exclamation point class. You want to get signed up? You want to get OP? Exclamation point class. But I'm pretty happy with the progress we've made on the website. Shout out to Spect, our bot master. Now we have an articles section, and we're going to start deploying analog tutorials when we can. And so we actually have full article capability now, and you can sign in and leave comments, as Recoil has illustrated. So, and also word on the street is, you know, as we're SEO optimizing, and it turns out my SEO is already pretty optimized, because it turns out having a blogger 15 years and having articles come out on Spiky Bits for 10 years, it's pretty SEO optimized. And if currently the blogger still exists, though you can't go to it. If you go to the blogger, we have a dope script there that instantly redirects you to this. So we get to keep our SEO on for the blogger, and we're building SEO on this. So the word on the street is we are going to be looking for potentially writers to get who may be interested in getting their name out there. And I'm not doing any ads on my website, nothing. It's just the only ad is give me money. Recall you watch a guy on YouTube do dark burnouts on candy workup before he applied transparent color. Oh, let me check that out. Yo, send me a link to that. Crazy, buy your first card today. Congratulations. What'd you buy? 2.5 minutes left in the dice giveaway, guys. You can kick off Idiot Rampage and Slum Two-Face for $20. Set of 10 dice, 5 green, 5 purple, collectible. Can't buy these. ...2021 Ford Escape. Let me Google that. Oh, that's a cute car. That's a good ride, dude. Good shot. It's a 3-cylinder car? What the fuck? Which version did you get? I mean, even its base version's pretty impressive for a 3-cylinder, 1.5 liter car. God, cars are so much better than they used to be. That's preposterous. It has a 2-liter 4-cylinder option with 250 horsepower. And it's hybrid. And it can get to 44 miles per gallon. The fuck? God, my car's a piece of shit. Ugh. 55 seconds left if you want to get in on these dice. Whip it out. Forever. Hold your peace. $30 seconds left. Goliath Games, thanks, brother.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
All right, there it is. I get some love in chat. Recoil, can you add those names to our dice spreadsheet, please? And I'll take them down physically for month ender. Crazy, you got the SC, you got whatever one. Which one did you get? You get like the 250 horsepower one, or did you get like the base model? The base model is probably the one that gets 44 miles per gallon, right? Yeah, these shits, they're like spider jets now. Recoil. And you can win dice more than once, guys. You can double dip. Yeah, crazy. The base model is still 150 or 180 horsepower with a 3-liter, 1.5 liter, a 3-cylinder, 1.5 liter engine. Bro, my truck is a 4-liter V6. It's like 19 miles to the gallon and barely has 180 horsepower. And it's slow as shit. 2004. Garbage. And it's a small truck.
Yeah, stepped in with a crew. Good vibes inside the venue. Here for a good time, not a long time. DJ, can you play that tune? I'm on. Skank away to the groove.
Thank you, Recoil. Shout out to the all my supporters tonight. I appreciate you guys. Hope to see you guys on Patreon soon. Thank you for your support. We're gonna set up a raid. We're gonna bring some heat over to Wyatt Turk, Jack and Club's painting. We'll see you guys on Monday for a little video game stream. Thank you, Mateo. As always, Mateo, I'll see you soon for class. As always, until we meet again, Play on, players.
Touchdown, shut down. We got the place on lockdown. Giving you the best of the best, you know. We got the 10 out of 10, you know. We came to shut down, you know. We got the bad man sound like, Giving you the best of the best, you know. We got the 10 out of 10, you know. We came to shut down. Touchdown, shut down. We got the place on lockdown. Touchdown, shut down. We got the place on lock. Touchdown, shut down. We got the place on lockdown. Touchdown, shut down. We got the place on lock.